What up, YouTube? Team Moose here. Since I am doing reviews for Ron Howard films, and I'm also doing Christmas reviews as well, from the 1st to the 25th, I am going to do reviews for lots of Christmas movies. Yesterday, of course, recently I posted my review for both Home Alone and Home Alone 2. You can find that on my page. And so I decided to kill two birds with one stone by doing a review for both a Ron Howard film and a Christmas film. And that is none other than the 2000 classic How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Now, this film is, of course, a live-action adaptation of the Dr. Seuss novel, which, of course, was adapted as a animated short with Boris Karloff, which is iconic. But, of course, when you do an actual feature about, based on Dr. Seuss, I mean, if you guys ever read Dr. Seuss books, they're not long at all. So, them able to actually do a full-length feature film, based on the Dr. Seuss book, was a bit tricky, but Ron Howard did one heck of a job. This movie didn't really get well received. Sadly, it only got a 49% on Rotten Tomatoes. It made some pretty good dough when it got released. Let me check the box office results. It made about $345.1 million. Did really well. And of course, this film stars the always great Jim Carrey as the Grinch, who, of course, the makeup they used on Jim Carrey was terrific. And this is definitely a pure Jim Carrey role. The makeup and, hairstyle they used on him was perfect. His chemistry with his on-screen dog, Max, was pretty good. And, of course, here we got Whoville. You got this little girl named Cindy Lou, portrayed by pretty reckless singer Taylor Momsen, who will, of course, later on appear as Jenny on Gossip Girl. And so, Taylor Momsen, of course, portrays young Cindy Lou, who pretty much, idolizes the Grinch and wants people to pretty much, still forgive him no matter what, what he's capable of. And of course, her dad here is portrayed by Bill Irwin, who's of course a mailman here, and Bill Irwin's really good in this film. What's up with Dr. Seuss and their noses? I mean, ever noticed Dr. Seuss films, they always have some weird noses, but anyway. And of course, you got Jeffrey Tambor as the mayor here, who doesn't really believe, who used to pretty much bully the Grinch when he was a kid, so the Grinch has a bit out with him. And of course, you got Christine Baranski, who pretty much portrays, his girlfriend here, who had a pretty, who the Grinch had a bit of a crush on when they were in school and all that. And you got the late Josh Ryan Evans, who actually portrays a young version of the Grinch. I really like the flashbacks with the Grinch because, with the TV special, you never really saw his his background or where he came from and all that. So it was pretty cool to see more of the Grinch's backstory. And I really always liked the backstory they put here. And not to mention, you got Molly Shannon, who portrays Cindy's mother. Molly Shannon was great in this film. And, and you got Anthony Hopkins as the narrator. That was pretty cool here. And, The Grinch is just a Christmas classic. I always adore this film. Once in a while I watch it, couple times. It does not it holds up perfectly. It's hilarious. Some really funny lines are said in this. Jim Carrey just is so darn perfect as the Grinch. He really embodies the role perfectly. He's no Boris Karloff, obviously, but how he was able to pull the Grinch off was perfectly done. The movie, of course, is celebrating its 20th anniversary, which is cool right there. Yeah, the film is actually on Netflix too, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I watch this almost every Christmas. It does not get old. The film still holds up. It's a timeless classic. Yeah, it's crazy to believe that it's 20 years old though. I mean, there's lots of stuff in this film I always adored. Of course, when he ends up stealing the Christmas decorations and all that, he pretty much steals Christmas. Of course, at the end, it's really good. Yeah, if you guys never really seen Ron Howard's Grinch film yet, it's a great one. I always love this film. And of course, it is one of my favorite Jim Carrey movies as well. So, there's that. Anyway, let me leave it with you guys. Were you ever a fan of Ron Howard's How the Grinch Stole Christmas film? If so, which of it? Did you like it? Were you not a fan of it? What were some of your favorite parts? Some of your favorite moments? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This is Simu, signing off.